welcome to the Women Are Talking Show on AM 1300 WMEL, the award-winning Talk to Me station. We have a great lineup of guests for our Christmas show today. This is your host, Peter Murphy, and we have Dr. Lorraine Eady, life coach, calling in as our guest. We also have Kitty Schroet, who is a Renaissance woman of many talents. And we also have Amy Moore, who's going to talk with us about relationships and other things. Also, towards the end of the show, we're going to have a real treat for you. We're going to have Kitty Schroet and actor Elijah Davis do a special dramatic reading of the Amy Moore classic, "'Twas the Night Before Christmas." Amy, was that very hard for you to write?
Yeah, I would say.
How long did it take you, like a couple hours? Or?
Yeah, it just took a couple minutes.
Yeah. Well, it's a great classic.
Thank you.
And Kitty Schroet. Kitty,
yes.
Welcome to WMEL and the Women Are Talking Show.
Thank you.
So you're getting all ready for Christmas, your kids, and your 13-year-old daughter who's interested in dating. You're going to buy her a book or a tape? Or?
Well, actually, this year I took a shortcut, and I took advantage of the books online. And so last night I was snuggled in my bed with visions of sugar plums in my bed.
That sounds familiar.
That does sound familiar. And lo and behold, there was a knock on my door. And I didn't want to answer it because I was home alone. And I lived...
Home alone? That sounds like a Christmas movie.
Yes, I was home alone. And I couldn't imagine what it was. And then the next morning, lo and behold, there was one of my daughter's books on the doorstep.
Sex in the City.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. It was for my younger daughter, and it was The Cat Warriors. Something very safe for her to read.
Oh. Okay. So, is that what they want for Christmas? Books?
Well, let's put it this way. That's what they're going to get.
That's what they're going to get.
And, to tell you the truth, that is their first love, as you know, because you saw us at the Sun Tree Library.
Yes. Oh, I love that library. Sun Tree Beer. They're open on Sunday, which is a real big plus. I think, are they the only library in Brevard that's open on Sunday?
Well, we also go to the Melbourne Public Library on Sunday.
Yeah. And
I believe possibly Cocoa Beach. We don't go... outside of our neighborhood, other than the Melbourne Library and the Sun Tree Library.
Okay. We also want to welcome Elijah. E-Man.
Howdy ho, neighbor.
Davis. Elijah's a dramatic actor, and
not that dramatic.
Not that dramatic, but he's going to be reading along with Kitty the night before Christmas. So,
sounds like that.
Elijah, what do you want for Christmas?
What do I want for Christmas? Peace for the world.
Good.
That's all I want for Christmas. The war end in Iraq. How's that? All right?
Good. And Amy, what do you want for Christmas? Horses? There's horses outside by the studio.
I've seen them. I wouldn't mind a pony.
A pony?
Yeah, pony.
Do you know why they won't let a pony sing Christmas carols?
Why?
Because he's a little horse.
That was bad. That was so bad.
Now that you're in the mood for that, I was doing a little Christmas shopping yesterday, and I was at the mall. I went into this kid's store, and I said, what would appeal to a 5-year-old? And the woman, without blinking an eye, said, your radio show. Don't you love Elijah's laugh? That should go on the Tonight Show, Elijah.
Yeah, it should.
So we're expecting Dr. Lorraine Eady to call in. Oh, she's on the line. She's, oh, yeah. Lorraine.
Hi.
I keep saying Dr. Lorraine Eady.
I've been listening to you all and what you want for Christmas.
But you have the secret. You have the 7 gifts of Christmas, right?
Yes. Well, they're not necessarily gifts. These are kind of ideas that I came up with, and actually they're 10. someone wrote, and they're priceless. I mean, you can't put a price tag on them.
Right.
And I think that maybe the reason for the season needs to start shifting,
right,
as someone just said about books for her daughter.
That's Kitty, our guest host today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lorraine, before we get into the discussion, not everyone is familiar with your excellent background. Let's tell people that you're a life coach, and you have a doctorate, and you do seminars, you do life coaching, you do money coaching.
And relationship coaching.
Relationship coaching.
And I just recently co-authored a book called Wake Up Women. Be happy, be healthy, be wealthy.
Good motto.
Yeah.
Really good motto.
Yeah, and it's written for women by women, and it's just such a wonderful, wonderful book. And it's not just because I was in it, but because there's so much wisdom from all the women. And then not just that, it's a lot of nuggets that you'll get along the way, and things you can do differently, and ideas you can have. So it's sharing a wealth of our experience, strength, and abilities.
Yeah. And I know your story has really inspired a lot of people. I mean, you were practically at ground zero at one point.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. And, you know, when I wrote that, and as I think about it, I think I was homeless, you know, and I never thought of it that way. It's interesting when we're in something.
Yeah, you don't realize it.
We don't realize it, you know, and that was scary, but at the same time, I was so young and foolish, I wasn't even thinking about that. But here I was young, foolish, married, with a little baby boy, you know, and he was about 5 months old, and I was out in the street. The sheriff came and took everything, and they put it into some storage place, and all I had was the clothes on my back.
Oh, yeah.
So, but that was an awakening after I went through this whole process of depression and feeling sorry for myself and scared and, you know, not knowing what to do. So it you know, it had its defining moments, and that's what I call it in the book, my piece that I wrote on the significance of defining moments. And when I think about this year, I think about we have, as a nation, many defining moments. And some of those defining moments I was thinking about is, you know, how we can shift our perspective. I was always, you know, which got me into problems with my challenges with money, was I always thought...
Well, that's a good way to say it, Doctor.